makes it worth $80.
Wait, hold on.
What's going on now?
Oh, display capture. Why are you above everything? Ugh, stupid.
Because why wouldn't I be?
Ugh. You're above like all our characters and stuff.
Oh, excuse me. I still got some early morning congestion. Ugh, disgusting.
Okay, now it's like off the screen for some stupid reason. Go do that.
Well, you've got time to get shit set up
There we
while
go.
while you're doing that.
There we go.
By the way, um, it reminds me. I saw a. I haven't actually watched the video, but like it was something that popped up in like my recommended, where it was like someone was asking, "Will Xenoblade Chronicles 4 be $80?" And I'm just thinking to myself, we already had an $80 Xenoblade game. It was called Xenoblade 1 GameStop Edition.
Where is oh,
And a certain someone may or may not have paid that $80 for a used GameStop copy.
Interesting. And there. Oh, and there he is back. Hey, and Noah's here. That's cool. Just gonna move my microphone
I
a little
don't
bit.
I don't have our own stream uh, up, so I can't look at. I'm not looking at anybody in the chat or anything. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Oh, that's.
Hold on, I gotta adjust some volume things, which is a good thing I got a little 7 minutes to deal with all this technical crap.
By the way, I thought I saw some. I thought there was like something on my screen. I went to rub it off or whatever, and it was like, oh no, wait, that's actually just part of the Mario Kart World Direct uh, splash screen that I have up. That wasn't something on my screen. That's just part of the image.
All right, let's see. I don't have it full screen quite yet, but I'll do that once I make sure all our sound is good.
I'm just looking at this yellow bus here. It's got a Luma on it. Rosalina Bus Tours.
Interesting.
It's like, okay, I'm listening. My voice seems a bit rough.
All right, there we go.
I've been dealing with some really bad congestion as of late.
Mm. So did we call this direct what it actually was yet? We were talking about it before the live stream started. That it's basically the justify it being an $80 game direct.
I think I brought that up after you told me that it was actually streaming. I think I brought that back up, but you were still dealing with technical shit.
Mm-hmm. Do do do. So yeah, Nintendo.
I'm I'm gonna say this now. One, I hate the fact that I probably would end up paying the money anyways because it's like, vote with your wallet, but I need it.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I probably wouldn't for this guy. I'm like one of the 5 Switch One owners that doesn't own a copy of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, uh, whatever they called it. Was it Deluxe?
We're dropping frames like crazy. What? Oh, hold on. Let me just. Let's see.
Is your Ethernet plugged in?
Hold on. Where's the stupid Ethernet cable? Huh? Ethernet cable, where are you? Ethernet cable. Ah! Oh, here it is. I just shoved the Ethernet cable into my live streaming PC. I think the frame drop is going down. Yeah, it's going down. Good. I don't know why it does that sometimes.
Okay.
Like sometimes, most of the time, it doesn't need the Ethernet cable to be a good stream, but sometimes it just does that.
Bandwidth. Someone is sucking up all your bandwidth.
All right, 3 minutes.
Bandwidth.
All I
No, I wanted to say, I was going to say something before you started mentioning the Ethernet cable.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say, I have a cynical feeling that part of the $80 price tag there is to push more people towards the 500 bundle.
Yeah, that's what I feel is they're doing. I wanted to bring up that it won't justify the price for me, but it wouldn't hurt if they showed Diddy Kong. I'd also accept Dixie Kong if they were like, no, we're just gonna give you Dixie Kong. I'd be like, oh, okay, I'm not gonna complain about that.
What if they're like, we're giving you Diddy Kong, Dixie Kong, all the Kongs?
I'm kind of hoping they're saving. I feel like they are saving some character reveals for this direct. Like, why wouldn't they?
Of course. Some people are like hoping that there'll be a story mode or something.
Yeah, I think Arlo was guessing that might happen.
Well, I've seen multiple people speculate on that. Oh, story mode. This would be so fucking stupid. But story mode. Return of Whizbig?
The return of Wiz. Oh my gosh! It's like that's why we were saving Diddy Kong because it's actually Diddy Kong Racing 2. It's in disguise.
Mario Kart World. Subtitle Diddy Kong Racing 2.
That'd be funny. You know which the composers I always get mixed up are Grant Kirkhope and David Wise. I always get those two mixed up because they both made music for Rare.
Well, one is wise and one is hopeful.
I was just like, now we bring back David Wise or Grant Kirkhope. One of them came back to make music for this. The guy that did the music for Returns, I guess.
That would be David Wise. David Wise did did most Donkey Kong Country music.
Yeah, okay.
Except for 3, that was someone else. And Grant Kirkhope did the music for Donkey Kong 64, but it feels like he was trying to ape some of David Wise's style.
Well, Lanaria says they're here for the playable cow.
Well, don't have a cow, man.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. Oh, you're ahead of me, I guess. Because nothing is happening on my end. Ah, wait. The Switch 2 Joy-Cons just... Oh, stop lagging. There. I had to turn the stream down so I can, hear you over it.
Welcome to the Mario Kart World.
All right, here we go.
Available exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. What kind of races await you?
Well,
Mario Kart World. You'll aim for first place in each Grand Prix. But why stop there?
I don't mean to sound mean, but
Across cities,
I can't be the only one who's actually kind of sick of this guy's voice, am I?
even the ocean.
yo, yeah, I'm kind of sick of it too.
Everywhere in this fully interconnected world.
There's just something about it
Races
that...
are held on courses
it's like-
scattered throughout various regions that span this world, and you can freely drive between them. There's a lot in store, and we're only at the starting line. Let's introduce some of the courses that are waiting for you. Here we go.
We've known this. T-Rex.
Courses are found throughout the world, inspired by their surrounding region. Let's take a look at some of the new courses to explore. Ride the ridges and roads on Mario Brothers Circuit. And cruise the curves around the canyon. You can't miss it. See the sights and structures of Crown City.
Right.
You can even soar in style down Main Street.
Okay. So.
Well, you know what?
Drift along the
That water does look good, though.
Speedway and make a splash around the city's canals.
Oh, by the way, apparently people are saying that this game might have like a
Stay cool
120
in the snowy
FPS
trails to
mode,
Starview Peak.
which for a racing game is
Just
really
don't
good.
slip off while
Oh,
soaking
yeah.
up the scenery.
Goodbye, penguin.
Spirit
Wait, is that a reference to
movie theater booths
making the
up.
dropping the baby penguin?
It's a whole new kind
I don't
of
know.
drive-in theater.
Um,
And in
you're a
addition
little
to
bit ahead of
lots
me.
New courses, there's
Just
Toad's
by
Factory,
like a few seconds.
Peach Beach, Wario Shipyard,
Peach
and
bitch.
more. Nostalgic courses from past titles are also here,
Toads.
but now they're reimagined
Peach
and
Beach.
spread throughout the
I
world,
just saw
where
Peach
races
Beach.
can happen during the day or at night.
By the way,
And you have the live button clicked?
yes.
I don't know how we're always getting out of
Races
sync.
Familiar characters like Mario, Luigi,
Internet connections.
Peach.
Also,
Bowser.
Okay,
here, I'm gonna-
we're going through the characters
I
now.
just dropped.
Plus new drivers
Okay,
like
I just dropped
Goomba.
my stream down to 1080p. I was watching at 1440p.
And
Oh.
that's right.
Wait, what am I
Go.
watching it at?
Even more new racers are
That
waiting
dropping
and
it down
ready
to
roll.
1080p seems to have made me catch up to you.
Select your
I was on 720. I
choose
just
your vehicle.
pushed it up to
Then
1080.
you're off to the races.
Hmm.
Characters and vehicles each have different stats, so make sure to find the combo that best suits you.
It's a cute outfit.
There are two main
For,
styles of
Daisy.
race revving up in this world: Grand Prix and Knockout Tour.
Yeah, you no longer piece together your
In both
vehicles. The
modes, up to
vehicles just come
24 drivers can participate.
all
The
put
most in
together.
series history.
I'm not against that. I've
Rivals
never
aren't
been
the only
that big of a
hassles you'll
fan
need to
of
avoid on the road.
like
Look out for
putting my
cars
car
and
together
bullet bills.
every single damn time a race starts.
Yeah,
Other
because
obstacles
it
along the
slows
way.
things down.
Try to steer clear.
Almost like, in Monster Hunter, waiting for somebody to
Now,
get their
get
gear
ready
together
Grand
for a
Prix.
particular hunt.
Mushroom Cup,
Yeah.
Flower Cup,
Not that I
Stars,
would know anything
and
about
more.
So
that.
I'm kind of glad they
Grand
killed
Prix
that.
races are
I
held
was
all
like,
around the game's world.
I guess they thought it was cool. It's like, oh, you can customize your cart. Yeah, but it's annoying to do constantly.
In Mushroom Cup, you'll start off racing
Oh,
around Mario
great.
Brothers Circuit.
They're doing... People are mowing the damn lawn outside now.
While the second race will take you
Oh,
from
great.
Mario Brothers Circuit to Crown City. For the first time,
It
you'll
shouldn't
need
get
to
too
drive
much into
yourself to the
Discord.
next
Discord
course
has
in Grand
auto
Prix.
noise canceling
So
shit.
Don't sleep at the wheel.
In fact, I'm not
And
even
if you
seeing my
conquer all Grand Prix
bars getting...
rumor has it that a certain colorful
Oh,
course will appear.
you know. They're kind of telling us shit we
Next
already
up
knew.
is a new mode,
You have to
Knockout
drive
Tour.
between courses.
From Golden Rally,
Let's
to Ice
see.
Rally,
We're
and
5
more.
minutes in, and I don't
These
feel like I've learned
extended races
anything
take
new
you from
about
one
this
end
damn
of the
game.
world to the other. Get ready for a sprint. But you've got to place if you want to stay in the race.
We knew about Knockout Tour.
Speed towards checkpoints throughout the world. If you don't make the cut, you're out of the running.
Yeah, we already knew that.
Buckle up. The competition gets more intense.
Okay, Nintendo, you really need to justify this being a direct.
You've got to drive to survive in Knockout Tour. So keep your
In
eyes
addition
on
to
the prize
justify.
and
We're
aim
6
for
minutes
first
in.
place.
Get to something new. There's something we didn't know. Come on.
Yes, get on with it!
Oh, Golden
Items
Shell.
can drastically change the outcome of a race. Here are some new items. that'll
Okay,
help
some
you
new
out.
items.
Alright,
Coin
items.
shell.
I
When you
just
throw
got
a
to
coin
items.
shell, coins will appear. Now's your chance to
And
grab
yes, I
them.
have the live button
Just
clicked.
don't let your rivals
I had this
cash in
thing loaded
first.
up.
With the
coin
ice
shell.
power, you can freeze out rivals and send them spinning. Hammer. Aim the hammer in an arc, and nailed it. Hammers also stay on the course
Damn.
for a short time and can be
Those
used to
hammers
block
move
off
like
rivals.
classic Hammer Brothers.
Mushroom. With the Mega Mushroom, go big, so your rivals
Let's-
will go home.
Let's just throw a shit ton of hammers.
Feather. Use the feather to jump up and avoid attacks. You may even discover some unexpected routes.
Wait, frames are dropping again.
Comic. With Comic's magic, your rivals will transform.
I didn't do it.
What other mysterious effects will happen? You'll have
Is
to
Volt
see for
streaming
yourself.
right now?
The lower your
Hold on,
placement,
I'm gonna
No,
stop
I-
the stream and start it up
Also
again.
be at work.
That'll turn the table. And if you're new to the
Okay,
Mario Kart series,
stream has been
there are
restarted.
added support features to help you
Yeah,
along
I think
the
that
way.
fixed it.
Was Pauline in Mario Kart 8?
These include
Yeah, I think she got added as DLC. Just like Diddy Kong.
okay.
tilt controls, where you can hold a Joy-Con 2 controller horizontally and use motion controls to steer. And if you have the Joy-Con
It's
2 wheel,
newbie
you
mode.
can feel like you're really driving. Ooh, how about a quick break? A snack
We've
sounds
got a
good
new
right
plastic
about now.
accessory.
Oh, they're gonna
sell
show
you.
off the
It's
hamburger
drive-thru.
thing. Okay.
Here at Yoshi's, you can grab an order to go.
Oh, I love
Grind
it.
the rail,
Yoshi's all
grind the
dressed
rail,
up.
Grind the rail.
Take a bite, and you can unlock outfits inspired by your meal. Eat some sushi and whoa, nice threads. Once unlocked, these outfits can be selected from the character selection screen. Who knows what dishes or outfits you'll find? Make a pit stop and check out these drive-thrus all around the world.
Why
That
are
was a
they
nice
selected
detour.
as
Now let's get
Separate
back to the
characters.
action.
Pirate Wario? Okay, I like that.
Oh, it kind of makes me think of Mario Party 2.
Let's introduce some new tricks that'll help you ace each race.
Yeah.
Charge jump. You can now use a charge jump by holding
New
the grip button
tricks.
while driving straight ahead.
Charge
release
jump.
to jump.
Okay.
Yeah, you're
Use
still
this
ahead
to
of me.
leap over obstacles. Grind along power lines. And dodge attacks from your rivals.
Oh, that's...
Oh, you can. Oh, cool.
If you jump toward a wall, you can wall ride for a
Here's the
short period of
thing.
time.
In older Mario Kart games, the drift button also made you jump. Like, you would do a short
Do
hop
some tricks together,
first.
and you
Oh,
may
yeah.
reach
And then
places like
you would
this.
start drifting.
So close.
They kind of
Almost there.
changed it.
Whenever this happens,
It almost
rewind
makes
and
me think of, like,
rewind. This will return your vehicle to
the
its
fact that you
original
have to
position.
charge it up before you jump makes me think of
Nice, made it.
Sonic and the Secret Rings.
This can come in
Jumping.
handy when mapping out
Except
how
you
to
don't
best
stop
approach the
moving when
course.
you charge.
Keep in mind, though, your rivals will still move normally when you rewind. So don't
Wait,
lose your
so
lead.
you can just rewind yourself?
Wanna take a
That is
spin
such a
and
weird
win more
feature for a
races?
racing game.
In time trials,
You
it's
rewind
versus the
yourself, but everyone else
Here you can
stays
race
moving
without any
forward.
other
Well, I would hope so. Otherwise, the game would be terrible.
If you go online, you can download and compete against
I don't know what
ghost
you're
data
talking
racers
about.
around the
It would be so much chaos.
Customize the rules of the road in Versus Race. You can use the classic rule set of running 3
Okay.
laps.
Oh,
across
have they
the
put it?
course,
Have they
or
put
you
an
can
end
choose
to
to drive
CC?
distance
Do
from
they not
one
have
course
CC
to another.
anymore?
You can even take
What
the
do you
road
mean
less
CC?
traveled and choose routes
That's
that aren't in
that's
Grand
always
Prix
how
or
you
Conquest
determine
Tour.
how hard and how fast the game. Oh wait, there it is. There it is. Never mind.
No,
24 drivers can now
it's
compete
it's
in
been
2,
there,
3, or even 4 teams.
but I'm still not seeing any
Group up and
200
get ready to
cc's.
put the pedal to the metal.
Yeah, I wonder if that's even in this game.
Then again,
Next up, battle mode. Pop off locally or online in
You know
Bowling
what?
Battle.
400
So
cc.
burst your
Do it,
rivals' balloons, pop all in your rivals'
cowards.
and coin runners, where you can go for the
Battle
gold
mode.
by
Okay, this
collecting
is
the most
new.
coins.
They haven't talked about this at all yet.
Oh yeah, they haven't talked about
Enjoy
battle mode at all.
whatever drives you.
Oh, get roasted, Yoshi.
Coin runners.
When you're not racing, you
Silver
can
coin
enjoy
flashbacks
free roam
are appearing in my
and go
head.
wherever your heart takes you. No
Free
roads?
roam.
No problem. Ride the rivers.
Have a splashy time.
Drive the desert. Or jump off from way up here. You can go wherever you like, even to the edges of the world.
You can play as a Pokey. How is that thing even true?
Hey, there's a P-switch over there.
Why do they keep sending the penguin off a cliff?
Oh, it's a little
Hundreds of P-switches you find across the
little
world to start
coin
missions.
mini game or coin thing.
By completing them, you can hone your driving ability outside of races. There are also hidden
Missions.
coins.
Okay, good. Thank God there's something to do in this mode. All they said is like you can free roam. Like that's all they said.
So take the scenic route and explore.
Hidden coins. Yay.
Also, during free roam, you can take photos whenever you like. Strike a pose. Look at the camera.
Well, I would sure as hell hope
Choose
they
a frame to decorate and nice. That one's a
sure
winner.
as hell hope that they would put things in free roam that would make it, you know, worth doing.
Fun with everyone.
If one person has Mario Kart World, up to 4 players can race in split screen on the same system.
Fun with everyone.
The game
That tells
also
you where I am
supports
at right
local
now.
wireless play. Up to 8 players.
Oh,
up to 2
okay,
players
cool.
on each system
So only
can race together
everyone
this
can play
way.
on their own system. I actually prefer that over the split screen thing.
And up to 24 players from around the world can join a race or
You can have
battle
2
in
players on
online
one
play.
system, with 2 players on another system, and 2 players on another system, and 2 players on another system.
This may look like free roam, but this is where
Let's
you'll
hope the
wait
online
for
play
others
is
to join you.
better than
Looks
Switch
like
1.
someone's arrived. Yep, you can meet up with your crew anywhere in this world. By checking the map,
Uh-huh.
you can quickly see where your friends are and travel to
Sarah
their
has
location.
joined. Or, Sarah?
Battle or race with
Wait.
custom rules,
Sarah has an H in it, right?
or just
Ah,
go
whatever.
for a ride together. Make this road trip your own. You can also take photos
Nice,
together along the
classic.
way, if that's more your speed.
Ah,
With
that's
Game
what you mean
Chat,
by classic.
Enjoy an expanded experience by talking online with friends. Use the built-in microphone to voice chat while driving
OBS.
together.
Game chat.
Let's go.
OBS, what are you doing?
Check this out.
What is OBS doing?
Nice. Are you kidding
Drop
me?
Or
frames,
take a
0.
backseat and watch
Disconnected,
each other's
reconnecting.
game screens.
OBS, why are you so shitty today?
If you have a Nintendo,
Okay, and we're back. Okay, there we go. We're back. We're live again.
Oh, that's great. I hate
a
being dead.
transcontinental race around the world is just around the corner in Mario Kart World.
I'm so
Available
glad
exclusively
you
on Nintendo
wasted my
Switch today.
time.
A hardware bundle that includes a digital version of Mario Kart
Uh-huh.
World will also be available.
Wow. So, on top of not revealing... They didn't reveal Diddy Kong. They didn't reveal any other characters. They just fucking dropped the whole roster the first time they showed the games. Like, this is everyone!
I don't think they showed the whole roster. There's a difference between not showing us characters and
That's
There's a
like,
difference between not showing characters and showing, you know what?
they showed
Yeah,
us
I don't think we.
what
I, I don't think we've seen the whole roster.
they.
I think
Yeah.
it's just they literally haven't shown us characters.
Hmm. They they what did they show us in this? They showed us battle mode. They showed us, which they didn't really even focus on that. They were like battle modes in the game. Okay, moving on.
Yeah, they showed us battle mode. They showed us missions
Yeah, which
in the free room, and it's like, okay,
it's like, but like I mean, the missions don't even look that exciting. And like, you can find this and you collect coins. Like, oh, okay, well, it's something to do at least, which is better than nothing, which is what you showed us before with the free roam. So yeah,
I
I
mean, the
still
game
don't.
looks fun, but is it $80
I don't. I
fun?
still don't think it's $80 fun though.
Uh, Maybe I'll just get the fucking bundle. I don't know.
It's like it feels
But
like
that's what they want. Damn it!
it's like it, it really does feel like yeah, the only way to get this is with the bundle. It's like don't pay $80 for this game. I sure am glad that Donkey Kong Bonanza is not $80. Jeez.
Although that one almost looks more worth it. I mean, oh, the destruction.
I mean, it's just dumb to me to go from $60 games to 80. That just seems stupid to me, and it's never been done that way before. It's like, okay, we'll do like a $10 price hike, several
Uh,
several years in between, but Nintendo's like $20.
Inflation.
I think it's because they're not charging that much for Bonanza, and
Well, they know people are going to buy Mario Kart in droves.
that makes it even worse. That's the whole reason they're charging is they know people will buy it. That should not be a justification for increasing the price because people will buy it. That's fucking bullshit.
That's how economics works.
That's how
Nothing has
Nintendo
inherent-
wants. That's how Nintendo wants game prices to work. Even though
No,
it's like
that's how economics works. That is literally how it works.
it's
Nothing
never worked that
has-
way with games before. Games have always been
Technically,
charged
it
for like,
has.
okay, how much we put in development, how much do we do this? It's like it's never been like, how many people are gonna buy it?
I mean, it sucks, but that's reality.
Yeah, and that's a more realistic response from you. It's not like, oh, that's economics. No, that's just the way it is. Yeah, that is just the way it is because Nintendo are being assholes about it. Ugh. Yeah, it's just
Look, I mean, that's just kind of how economics in general works. You put something out for a price, people are willing. If people are willing to pay that price, then that's what people have decided that thing is actually worth.
ugh.
If people don't buy it for $80, then they will start lowering the price
It's
because they need to move units.
like fuck.
Look, I'm not trying to justify it. I'm literally just trying to explain reality.
Ugh. Not. Ugh. Fucking bullshit. It
people-
really just feels like it's a ploy to get people to buy the bundle.
Yeah.
Like let's
I mean,
make it.
I do think they probably did because the open world is probably so large and whatnot. I do think they did put a lot of time and effort into it. I just think they have not done a good job of showing that off.
Ugh. Oh man. Ugh.
I think they needed to do a better job at showing off the game.
I mean, I expected. I honestly expected Switch 2 games would be $70 because that's just where the industry is moving for like modern games. But didn't
Yeah,
ex-
$80 off the jump is a bit much. Right now, it seems like the average game price, not counting Switch 2 editions, which are like
Ooh,
the price of the Switch 1 game plus the Switch 2 edition stuff. But if we're just counting like brand new out of the box Switch 2 games, it seems like $70 is the norm.
but
But
I could
if
tell you one
$70
thing.
is
Smash Brothers will definitely be 80. Or hell, they might be like, you know what? $90. Why not? They'll buy it at Smash Brothers.
that one might be pushing it a little bit too much. There is when it comes to pricing, there is a certain point where you reach diminishing returns.
Yeah.
And that goes in both directions, by the way. Because a lot of people are like, well, you lower the price, more people buy it. But it's like, yeah, but how many more people buy it? And it also depends on what game it is.
It's like, and there's I've heard several people saying like, oh, there's people wondering if they're gonna charge $100 for the next Grand Theft Auto. It's like Rockstar is gonna charge that. It's like they do it. It's like, okay, well, I hope no one people are gonna buy it. That's what sickens me so much is people would buy it. It's like charge whatever for games. Who cares? People will buy it.
I mean, back in the day, some games actually did cost around $100.
Ugh. Yeah, I
And
wonder
that's
how
not
we.
adjusted for inflation or anything. I mean, like, in that time's money.
Yeah, I wonder why game prices kind of normalized at some point.
Probably because they were able to get production costs down.
Hmm.
But production costs have been ballooning while game prices have remained stagnant. That's that's also part of the reason why game prices are going up.
Hmm.
Look, just because I'm not like getting emotional about it or whatnot doesn't mean that I don't. It's not that I like what's happening or whatnot. It's just I like to try to be a bit more reasonable rather than just blowing up at things. Because shouting and stomping your feet and going, "This is bullshit, I hate this," isn't going to change anything. And it's especially not going to make the people that are making these decisions take you any more seriously.
Mhm.
No one's ever changed anyone's mind by screaming at them, no matter how much people want that to be the case.
Yeah. Ugh.
But yeah, it's like it sucks, but reality sucks sometimes. You know, people. I'll tell you one thing though.
Mhm.
People wouldn't mind the game prices going up as much, I don't think, if wages were going up along with inflation. Usually wages would increase with inflation, but that's kind of not been happening as of late.
Oh yeah, it's like if everything was getting more expensive, but if people were making more money, it wouldn't be as big a deal.
And usually people making more money is part of the reason why inflation happens. It's more money chasing fewer goods because there's more money in circulation.
Mhm.
That's actually one of the as much as people hate taxes, and as much as some people say taxation is theft, which yeah, it technically is by definition. One
It's
of the
mm,
few good things about taxes is that it usually helps to get money out of circulation, thus making it sort of like an inflation prevention.
Oh yeah. Let's see.
That's the only good thing I'll ever say about taxes.
Mm-hmm.
The only good thing.
Let's see. But yeah, I was just thinking about how this is such a weird problem to have with Nintendo because for the longest time it was they're not
I
getting
think
people to buy their systems, so they can't. It's like, oh, I guess the Wii, but the Wii's hardware was so like behind the
limited.
times that
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, there's still people that think the 450 price tag for the Switch 2 is too high because they don't understand the hardware that's actually going in it. All they know is it's about as powerful as a PS4 or PS4 Pro, and that's like all they know. So it's like, well, why is it so expensive? A PlayStation 4 doesn't have a 120 hertz refresh rate
yeah,
screen,
yeah, that's what
and
that's exactly that's what I don't get when
and
people were complaining about that.
and two Swiss Army knife controllers stacked with all kinds of weird and wonderful bullshit
Exactly.
tech,
Yeah.
and
It's like just the fact that
and
it
a
has a
dock,
screen.
and
It's like, why would they be charging this much? It's like, it's got a screen.
you have to compare its price not to like a PS4 or PS5. You have to compare the price to like a Steam Deck or other handheld PCs in the
Hmm.
market.
Yeah.
And even with Steam Deck does not have a 120 hertz refresh model uh, screen. You know, a screen that's basically compatible with 120 FPS games. 90 hertz is as far as the Steam Deck goes up to, and
Yeah.
that's for the premium models that are like $500
Do we get the keyword? Yeah.
or
Yeah.
more.
I was just thinking of how weird it was that Metroid Prime remaster or whatever was the price it was.
$40.
Yes.
Um, there's kind of a good reason for that, and me being the Metroid fan of the group, I kind of hate to say it, but it's because Metroid doesn't sell as well as their other franchises,
Yeah. And then you've got
so they don't put as much of a premium on it
and then
because it does.
didn't it oh my gosh, was Mario versus Donkey Kong $60? I think was that
That
$60
was
at launch?
50,
Oh, 50.
50.
Okay.
So it was a discount, but still, it was pretty. Then again, though, that was a pretty significant upgrade going from like weird pre-rendered
Yeah,
uh, sprites to
exactly.
actually full-on 3D. So that price point for like going full 3D with like actual full animated cutscenes and all that I could kind of see that because it's like, yes, it's an upgrade of an old game, but it's not like it's not like, with Skyward Sword HD or something where you're using the original assets and just upping the frame rate and what have you. It's like
Yeah.
they
I
had to
mean, they
like,
did put a lot of effort into that one when you think about it.
yeah, and it's kind of like the same for, the Mario RPG remake, where again they remade the whole thing from the ground up. They had to make new 3D models and everything,
Hmm.
and put new game systems into it. So
Yeah, there's two-player co-op and stuff. Um,
for those types of like remakes and reissues, the price seems justified. I mean, hell, a full like 50 or $60 $5 for Metroid Prime Remastered would have been justified, in my opinion.
Yeah.
The fact that it was $40 is bizarre.
It is bizarre.
Speaking of $40, that's the price I got. That was the price that I got Xenoblade Definitive Edition for. New copy too. It was on sale at Target because I don't know. It was on sale at Target. I was going to pay full price for that. I just happened to be in Target at the time, and it was like, "We're having a sale." I was like,
Okay.
I will buy that for that price. Oh, that is the thing about physical games. Sometimes retailers will mark the physical game down especially if they have copies that they can't move.
Yeah,
If they have stock they can't get rid of. So,
it's like
keep an eye out for a Mario Kart World sale.
I honestly, did they? Is it priced 80 to get them to buy the bundle, or did they make the bundle because they wanted to price it as 80? And they're like, how do we make people less mad at us for over this?
I think there's a little bit of column A and a little bit of column
So it's
B.
like, is it the chicken or the egg in this situation? the cuckoo or the egg? All right. Oh, just ugh. Well, yeah. My final thoughts are just kind of a waste of my time. I feel like this could have all been covered in tree houses.
Most of it has.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of it has been covered in tree houses. So it's like, why did you do this, Nintendo? Why was there a direct for this? This just seems.
You know why there was a direct for it? I'll tell you why. And by the way, if it ever sounds like I'm being quote unquote accepting of things, I'm not. I'm just kind of cynical and burnt at this point.
Yeah. I feel like I was the Aaron and you were the Dan in this conversation. Because I was like, ah, and you're like, I'm not so grump. It was like, not.
I kind of feel like that's been our dynamic for a while now. Even though I tend my peak anger is higher than yours, but I think you get angry more often than I do.
Yeah. It's like
probably because you vent more than I do.
Oh
so,
yeah.
So eventually I mob out or I hulk out.
So yeah.
But I just wanted to say, oh shit, where was I going? I had something I wanted to say, and then we got sidetracked by the whole Aaron and Dan.
Let's see.
Comparison.
So about Mario Kart Direct prices. I don't know.
Oh right, Direct. All of the Nintendo Directs get fed to the news portion on the Switch.
Oh right.
Which, by the way, is an isolated environment where nobody can see the live chat.
Huh.
And that's where a vast majority of normies are going to be getting their Nintendo news. In isolated that Direct wasn't for us. That Direct is not for people that have been following Nintendo news and looking at the tree houses and autistically throwing every Nintendo news video that they see over to their friends. I don't know anyone who's been doing that as of late. Nope. Not. Anyways. That Direct isn't for us. That Direct is for the normies that aren't following any of this shit, who they open up their Switch to play whatever, and they see a little like dot on the news on the one thing, and it's like news, and it's like Mario Kart World Nintendo Direct. Oh, I liked Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Let me go watch this. Oh, I think I'll go pick up a Switch too. $80 seems a bit high, but maybe I'll get the bundle. You know, it'll be worth it. Plus, I could like once I transfer all my shit over, I could sell my Switch and make some of that money back.
I was just looking at the thumbnail for Rhythm Heaven Groove and just thinking how funny it was when when they announced the release year for that game and for Tomodachi Life, whatever the new one is called. It was like coming next year, and everyone was like, "Next year for the Switch?"
Well, we gotta support our budget option.
Yeah, it's the budget option. Okay, well that's it. Overall, just feel like this direct was a waste of my time.
I need breakfast.
Okay, see you guys later.
Toodles.